Welcome to the forecast. To my right, AP18 himself, Alex. How you doing?
Hello, everybody.
And to my left, the G-Dub himself, Garrett. How you doing?
Doing good.
The Wednesday Comics Forecast. My name is Marvin. This is the forecast telling you the books coming out this week. That is April 3rd, 2019.
April 3rd.
We come here every week. We tell you about books coming out this week, starting with Image Comics, as always. Die number 5, that's Karen Gillan and Stephanie Hans. End of the story arc. Fantasy Heartbreaker. Conclusion. It was never going to be okay. Wait, wrong book. Garrett, what do you think? Die number 5.
Die is excellent. I've never read a comic that's kind of about role playing, but it's like a fantasy world. So I think that Kieran Gillen is doing something that has literally never been done before. And if it has, I've never read a book that's doing that. But I think it's fresh. The story is like really compelling because of how the one kid is like obsessed with the fantasy world, and the rest were like barely able to survive getting out of it. So you can just tell that they're all terrified being there, knowing that their friend basically wants to fuck with them for leaving them behind or whatnot. So it's a really great book, and I think everyone should be reading it. I think this is Kieran Gillen at his best. I believe
issue 4 came out when we had a break on the show for some reason. We didn't review it, I think. Because I haven't read 4, and I thought we would review it, but I haven't read 4 yet. I'm excited to catch up 4 and 5, see how we're doing there in the little Die world. Alex, why'd you laugh?
Laugh? When did I laugh?
After I said the synopsis, you laughed.
Oh, I laughed because you said it was the wrong book.
Oh, that's in the synopsis.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's what made me laugh, is I thought it was just you going, oh, that's the wrong book.
Oh, I see. Paper Girls.
It sounded like you.
27, Brian K. Vaughan, Cliff Chang, part 2 of the final arc. Will KJ ever see her new love, Mac, again? Alex, what do you think? Is she going to see her again?
Of course. I would assume that a Brian K. Vaughan book would have a happy ending. It can't possibly be like, Pride of Baghdad, where at the end of it I was so sad that I doubt it. This is one of those books that I think, in all honesty, the 4 main characters are going to die. Which is horrible. I think that's.
You think they're all going to die?
Oh yeah, at least 3 of them have to die.
Jeez.
I'm being a pessimist.
Wow.
Game of Thrones, volume 1988.
There you go. Paper Girls. Looking forward to see how this last one ends. New book here for an Image. You're looking for a new book. Sector 0, number 1 of 6, new miniseries premiere. Carr Kessel and Tom Gurmit. So there you go. A team of fearless adventurers uncovers the secret behind UFOs, monsters, and lost civilizations. That Jack Kirby does the X-Files in this miniseries by one of the comic classic creative teams, Carl Kessel and Tom Grummett, and some of the greatest alternative cover artists in the industry. So there you go. If you're looking for a new book, new one from Image there about supernatural stuff. Black Hammer, 45 from the world of Black Hammer, number 2. Jeff Lemire, Ray Fox, and Matt Kint. From the world of Black Hammer comes a truly gripping tale of war and intrigue. With their orders to save a family of scientists from the clutches of the Nazi regime, the Black Hammer Squadron are on the move as they encounter fantastical foes. The elite airmen also find themselves with the aid from a hero Black Hammer readers who will find familiar. What do you think, Garrett, of Black Hammer 45?
I unfortunately have not read the first issue because I only was able to get a hold of the variant. So I still haven't caught up on it yet, though.
I got it right in my phone. I haven't read it yet, though. That was also came out a week. I think we took a little break.
I'm just going to let everybody in. There's about 2 weeks ago when Garrett went on his vacation to Canada. That was the perfect week of books, and this was on that list, and so was, I think, Die number 4. We stepped away from it, so everyone, eventually we'll get back on to doing a perfect week. Yeah,
it was 2 weeks ago?
That's what the case is.
Oh, okay.
It was 2 weeks ago that...
No, Black Hammer 45 did not come out 2 weeks ago.
I'm pretty sure it did, because I remember looking at that going, that's a good one to read. Die was a good one to read.
It is pretty recent in my list of books there that I have to catch up on. So
it is, but there's no way.
We'll check.
2 weeks?
Check the tape.
I'm pretty sure it was 2 weeks ago.
I don't think Black Hammer is a bi-monthly book. or bi-weekly.
So you're right. Maybe 45 wasn't on it, but I know Die was on that list because Die has been coming out pretty consistently.
Right, I could believe that.
I'll meet you in the middle there.
Meet him in the middle. Black Hammer 45 from the World of Black Hammer #1 came out. Let's see. What does this say here? From darkhorse.com, March 6, 2019. So a month ago.
So it hasn't been 2 weeks. It's been a month. Okay, I got it.
Amber Blake #1. This is Jade Lagarde and Butch Geis. Amber Blake was the only child when she was recruited to the Cleveland Institute, a school for gifted children, but the predators hide in the school's administration, abusing the children they're meant to protect, and on the verge of exposing them. Amber finds herself fleeing for her life from the very man who recruited her. But she's not dead yet, and she's not the only one who wants to see Cleveland leaders burn. So that's new #1 if you're looking for a new book. A couple of new #1s this week. That one right there from Dark Horse. There we go. Next up here we have IDW Publishing, and IDW Publishing we have nothing we get. So moving on, DC Comics.
But there's a Marvel Action Black Panther #1 in IDW.
Yeah, if you want to get that there. Readers of all ages, that's part of the all ages Marvel books that IDW's been doing recently. They sourced that out to IDW, so there you go. DC Comics, this is Adventures of Super Son #9 of 12. We're ramping up in that final arc. This is Peter J. Tomasi, Scott Galeski, and Dan Mora on the cover. What do we think, Alex? Adventures of Super Son? Are you getting this book? Or
no? That's Garrett.
Oh, Garrett, what do you think?
I love it. It is really a third of the storyline of John still being young. This entire arc has been amazing because, we have Damian and John going up against a younger alternate Earth, like Justice League, Legion of Doom. So that's been really fun. The Lex Luthor, like the kid that idolizes Lex Luthor, is terrifying. He has one objective, and that's to kill more Superboy than kill Damian. But obviously, Damian's not going to let his best bud get killed. So there's an alternate Joker, Deadshot. There's all kinds of different evil versions that are like clones. But you can just tell that these two are really great best friends, and it sucks that when this is done, John's going to be 2 times the size of Damian, and they're probably not going to hang out anymore. So that's kind of a bummer. Love this book, and I am so excited to check out the last third of it.
There we go. Super Sons. Green Lantern #6, Grant Morrison, Leon Sharp. Hal Jordan's final initiation test to join the Black Stars, kill Adam Strange. In this issue, Control Mu and his Black Star Goon Squad have invaded and occupied the planet Ran, and its protector is at their mercy. When planet after planet has fallen to the Black Stars and these monsters are at Ran's gates, does the galaxy have any hope to survive? Alex, what do we think? The last issue we reviewed on the show, right at the end, Adam Strange is there and he points the gun and he's got to kill him to solidify his double agent status. They're testing his ass. They're saying, hey, you kill this guy and you're in. What do you do?
You know what? I don't know. It's a toss-up because you're not actually supposed to do it. Even when you do the double agent thing, you're not supposed to kill. But I'm guessing you might have to pull the trigger, or if nothing else, he's going to have to fake it. Adam Strange, I'm going to kill you, but I'll bring him back. It's fine. I got you. Green Lantern has been a spectacular DC book. This wasn't what I was expecting. This is way more strange and unexpected.
I get it.
Welcome.
Get it?
I did do a pun. You're welcome. I love this book. This book is amazing. It's something I wasn't expecting to get into, nor expected to enjoy it as much as I have. And I think a part of it is that I've only known Green Lantern to be straightforward, and this seems very abstract, which is amazing. I am more than excited to be reading this book.
How bitchin' is that cover?
That is a bitchin' cover.
There you go. Green Lantern, been an adventure so far. Excited to be on that thing. Just glad that Grant Morrison back, baby. You know what I mean? He's always got the third eye open, and it's working out in this case. Young Justice number 4, Brian Michael Bendis, John Timms, Patrick Gleason also. What do we think here, Garrett? Young Justice, Brian Michael Bendis doing tale of Superboy, Wonder Girl, Jenny Hex, Teen Lantern, Robin, and Artemis, and Impulse.
It is so good. You know, it reminds me of the animated series. Reminds me of some other Young Justice comics or Teen Titan comics. Very heavily reminds me of the Teen Titans arc that started in the New 52. Even though this Superboy is very different, but it is Connor Kent, so that's exciting. I'm 2 issues behind on this, but the first 2 issues were spectacular. Patrick Gleason's art is like perfect art to put on this book, and I'm really impressed by, I don't know, for some reason I can just tell when Bendis is actually trying versus him maybe just being on a book for the sake of being on a book. I'm thinking Superman is the one where he's being force-fed to do things, whereas Action, this, you know, even in that Detective Comics, you could tell, you just feel the passion and the great storytelling. So that's what I feel in this book. I think he gets the characters, and it's just really fun that way.
Here we go. DC Comics. DC not that much this week, so we're going to move on here. Marvel Comics, The Amazing Spider-Man, number 18.HU. Nick Spencer, Ken Lashley, Greg Land, right on that cover. Hunted Tie-In, Spider-Man's most dangerous villain, the Gibbon, is back, and he's not Spidey's most... Okay, first off, Marvel, you can't do and then do another fucking bullet point. We obviously on the same one then. He's not Spidey's most feared foe. Then why are we... You want me to read the script? Then why are... What the heck does that mean? He's not Spidey's most feared foe. Then why are we? You want me to read the script? Oh, man, that's insane. Okay, Alex, what do you think about this Amazing Spider-Man? I don't know what the fuck that means, but...
Okay, so I'm going to put you guys in a little story mode right here. I was binge reading 14 through, 18 tonight. We even made the show go a little later because I wanted to be caught up like I told you guys I would be. This is by far one of the best Spider-Man books to date coming out. The Gibbon, I know nothing about the Gibbon to begin with. We saw him in the last issue, got kind of screwed over. Way to go. I'm so excited for this series. I'm so excited for Hunted-related stuff, and I tell you what is not what I was expecting, but it's still fantastic.
There we go. Amazing Spider-Man. Catch up. You know what, Alex? I might jump into this thing. Who knows?
Bullshit.
Captain America. This is Captain America number 9. Ta-Nehisi Coates, Adam Kubert, Alex Ross, right on that cover. Captain of Nothing continues. No costume, no shield. Trapped behind bars with 1,000 villains and killers who like nothing more than see him dead. Steve Rogers fights back, and he can do it all day. Garrett, what do we think? Captain America number 9.
Captain America is fucking amazing. This storyline itself, locking Captain America in with a bunch of criminals, it reminds me of like the Supermax storyline from Green Arrow, but I think it's more exciting with Captain America because I feel like he has a lot more villains in his rogues gallery, and that he, I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how people try to go up against his morals. And I think they're going to lose that battle the entire time. So it's going to be exciting seeing Captain America go through this entire prison, fuck a lot of people up, and still be a good person.
Immortal Hulk, Al Ewing, Joe Bennett, Alex Ross. Once upon a time, Rick Jones was the Hulk's best friend. Now Rick Jones is dead and gone. To learn why, Bruce Banner will have to face roaming gamma experiments, an assassin out for his blood, and the one thing that can cage Immortal Hulk. Alex, what do we think the Immortal Hulk, number 16?
I tell you what, I forgot that Immortal 15 came out, so I am one issue behind.
Wait, which story we reviewed on the show? 14?
14.
Really? That was like a month ago?
Yeah, I said 2 weeks ago, 15 came out.
Feels like yesterday, baby.
So this book moves quick, and it's been great. So, Garrett, I don't know if you've read 15 yet, have you?
Yeah, I have.
Joe Bennett on that one?
Yeah, it was incredible because it had
No,
Doc Saint. Oh, wait, what?
This is Immortal, not Incredible Hulk. Go on.
Oh, I was saying that in the last issue, it has Doc Samson, and that was incredible because he's like the Leslie Tompkins to Batman, like doctor that's been there since the beginning, analyzing the Hulk. I'm super excited for this issue because Rick Jones, obviously been dead. Maybe he'll come back to life. Who knows? And this cover is amazing, where the Hulk's in the moon. Pretty amazing. But yeah, it was surprising because was it Secret Empires when Rick Jones got murdered? I believe. So
yeah, he was strapped to a chair, right? And they shot him.
Yeah.
I thought he was thrown out a window. I thought he was thrown out of that airplane.
Oh yeah, maybe. I don't know. The guy died. That's all we know.
Maybe he was strapped to a chair and thrown out a door.
Mission Impossible 3 style. Okay.
Just like bringing Betty Ross back into the book, it'd be really awesome to bring in Rick Jones because he is a very crucial component to the Hulk mythos, and I think that would just be a lot of fun. And I think Al Ewing wants him back because there's just so much story you can tell with him in that story.
Here we go. Going to bring this up here. Haven't heard this name in a while. Major X, number 1 of 6, Rob Liefeld. And Rob Liefeld, who is Major X, mysterious new player, enters the Marvel Universe and the X-Men are in his crosshairs. What is his mission? And how can man known as Cable hope to stop him? Writer artist Rob Liefeld introduces a new wrinkle in the saga of Marvel's Mightiest Mutants. The mystery of Major X continues in issue 2 as he forges a union with Cable and races against time to save mutant kind from a certain disaster. Devastation. There we go. Rob Liefeld. I haven't heard that name in a while. Looks like this character, obviously Rob Liefeld, creator of Deadpool. That character looks like a combination of Deadpool and Cyclops' old mask. So there you go. Another new number 1 Marvel team up. They're bringing it back. Eve Ewing, Joey Vasquez, and Stefano Caselli right in the cover. The classic Marvel team-up returns after a science demonstration at Empire State University goes awry. Miss Marvel and Spider-Man find themselves tangled up in a same chaotic adventure. Is it destiny or disaster? Eve Ewing, not Al Ewing. Eve Ewing from Ironheart, Joey Vasquez from Spider-Geddon team up for the first thrilling arc of a mind-bending and magnificent new series. So, Marvel Team Up, always a fun book. If you're looking for a fun new number one, I would recommend that one there. Miss Marvel, can't go wrong. Spider-Man also. I want to bring this up for one reason, this next book. It's out of left field. I don't think I've ever brought it up except for the first issue. But I want to bring it up because I have something to say about these guys. Uncanny X-Men number 15, Matthew Rosenberg, Salvador LaRocca. I just wanted to bring up this book because now Jonathan Hickman, we haven't talked about it yet on the show. He's going to be doing 2 X-Men books come July. Do I need to dip my toes into the X-Men? I mean, that cover's great.
I think their whole premise of us not getting this book is because the first issue was like $7.99.
Well, yeah, and then it was weekly for the first 10 issues. I think now it's every other week. So do I jump in now that it's settled down? Let me look at the art.
No. Just start
Let me look at the interiors.
Starts.
Let me look at the interiors here quick.
We all know we're getting the Jonathan Hickman run.
Yeah.
Don't get confused by this crap. Just start when Jonathan Hickman starts.
So, LaRocca is famous for basically casting his characters and kind of doing a little tracing action. When he did Iron Man, Tony Stark was basically, what's his name? Sawyer from Lost. Josh something now. But I'm looking at this preview here. Wolverine's in it, and guess who he looks like? Chris Evans, Captain America himself. That's
in the book?
Yeah, in the book.
On the cover.
No, in the book.
I'll have to look.
Look at the preview.
Now you got me interested. I don't want to get it.
It's the third page of that preview. Let's take a look at it while I talk about War of the Realms. It's finally out, guys. 1 of 6. Jason Aaron, Russell Dodderman, Giuseppe Camicoli on that cover. Asgard, Alfheim, Haven, Jotunheim, Muspelheim, Niflheim, Nidelver, Savaraheim, Yanaheim. All the 10 realms have fallen to Malekith and his army except one, Midgard. Home to Thor's beloved humans, home to heroes and gods alike. Now at last it burns, and Thor won't even be there to see it. All hell breaks loose in New York City as Malekith and his allies begin their invasion, and the greatest heroes of the Marvel Universe watch as Earth falls. The cover, there's a million covers there, but the one I'm looking at here I'm looking at the Catacoli Connecting Realm one. Has our favorite character on the front, that Minotaur.
Oh, God.
You know what? We waited for this arc. It's going to be 6 issues. It's a full Marvel event thing. We waited for this thing for how long? 5 years?
Oh, yeah.
At least
5 to 6 years, for sure.
I don't know. Do I dip my toes in, guys? Or are you guys going to dip your toes?
I'm going to get it. I really, because like...
I like Dodderman's art. That's a plus.
When Infinity Wars came out,
yeah,
like I was like, oh, I'm not going to read this. And then after, I was like, I heard a lot of things that happened, and I'm like, oh, fuck, like I should have read that. And so I think this is going to be really epic, and a lot of things are going to happen, and a lot of things are going to spin out of this. Like I'm guessing there'll be a new Thor writer, there'll be a new Thor storyline. So.
You know what, Garrett? We haven't had a really big event book in a while. I mean, the last one we had, what was that?
Secret Empire.
Secret Empire, which was last year, right?
Or wait, maybe the Damnation with Doctor Strange.
That was around the same time. Last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but Damnation didn't seem as big of a thing as what this is.
It's pretty big, but yeah, not as big as.
So I might dip my toes into them. I like to check out a nice event, whether it shits the bed or if it's good. I just like to be involved and see what happens here.
Yeah.
My only thing is, if I start it, I got to finish it.
What's the 6 issues, baby?
6 issues isn't bad.
It's 6 issues, baby.
Yeah, for what, $6? I guess it's not the end of the world.
First one's probably expensive. The other ones are probably not. We'll see. We'll see here. Alex, you take a look at that preview.
Yeah, and I thought Wolverine looked like Henry Cavill in that second picture.
Yeah, I can see that too. There we go. The comic book's coming out this week. That is April 3rd, 2019. Alex, what do we think? What looks to be the pick of your week?
I don't know. Like, in all honesty, I was expecting to be, I don't know. You have to come back to me. I don't know. I don't have one.
Garrett, what do we think?
I'm going with Paper Girls number 27. I loved issue 26, and you can definitely feel like they're trying to wrap up a bunch of storylines and things are coming to a head. So I'm very excited for that. I can't believe, what is it, ending with issue 30, I think?
I believe so.
Yeah, so that's crazy. We only have 4 issues left of this book, but I'm excited for the next issue.
Alex, we're back. What do we need?
I'm ready. I'm ready for this one.
Which one?
Green Lanterns, number 6. Green Lantern, sorry, number 6.
Green Lantern.
It's the surprise of the century for me. Of course, I'm almost 100 years old.
I'm surprised you didn't go for Amazing Spider-Man.
I was going to if it was the ongoing part. Being it's an 18.1, I'm not going to go for it. Next week,
18.AU. Get it straight.
It's by Nick Spencer.
I know it's by Nick Spencer. I read the 16.1. It's great. It is a fun, nice attitude to the story. It adds a little bit more flair to it. I'm excited to meet Gibbon, but I think I'm more excited to see if Hal Jordan decides to kill Adam Strange.
My pick, I think I'm going to go with, guys, the Captain America number 9. There we go. Annie Kubert and Ta-Nehisi Coates. Captain of Nothing continues. He's locked in jail. I just want to see this fucking Captain America show these people what's up. I mean, whether that he's going to do a speech or he's going to knock somebody in the head with the shield. Either way, I'm for it. So, Alex, I got to ask you a question here. Today, You know what? Mild day. It wasn't too hot. Wasn't too cold. I look outside about 2 hours ago. Fucking snow falling now. What's with this bullshit?
So, in the Midwest, sometimes a cold breeze will come down from Canada, get caught by the Rockies, get split open, and a little snow might come out. But luckily, when it hit the ground, it melted. I was actually on a walk with my dog. It was cold, and it sucked.
I bet you like the cold.
I do like the cold, but I'm not a big fan of getting snowflakes in my eyes. And I didn't want to be a badass and wear my shades.
Who gets snow in their eyes, dude? Just look down. What are you looking up at the sky?
Well, no, but I'm looking straight ahead. And the shut up.
Garrett, what do you think? Them roads, they've been recovering lately, but with this snow and this change in temp, you never know. The shit's going to break.
Yeah, I mean, you can obviously tell that it's all temporary fixes right now, but I think this week I'm excited for because there is some books I'm interested in checking out, probably more so than last week. So there's a lot of hidden gems, pun intended, in the week coming out here. But yeah, this is a week that you want to probably get to your shop early because there's not a lot coming out. So higher chance of those books flying off the shelves. So you either put them in your cart online or get to that shop pretty early because unless it's War of the Realms, you got a good chance of missing out on some of your books. But War of the Realms, there's going to be 1 billion covers, 1 billion copies of those 1 billion covers. So there's 1 million different combinations of how you can get that book.
I find it weird that there's 1 billion covers, but there's only millions of options.
I did say millions? Whatever.
Yes.
Don't fuck with me.
He means billions upon billions. He's talking trillions over here. Alex, you think maybe the weather outside that is Old Man Winter doing one April Fool's joke before he takes off?
It's a good possibility. He and I had a conversation, a meeting last week. He said that I might see him again. I was thinking he was the lying sack of shit. I obviously was wrong. He did show up. He's
is this like him?
This white stuff.
Is this like him putting a sign on the back of your back saying "kick me"?
And he did. He kicked me in the eyes with those snowflakes.
Is this him like calling you saying, "Hey, is your refrigerator running"? Is this him like going over to your house and setting it on fire as an April Fool's joke? Oh shit, that shit escalated. So I mean, that's the Old Man Winter. Obviously, the dude's psycho. Stay away from him because today he dropped some snow and it got into Alex's eyes. That's attempted murder, and we don't take that lightly over here at WC. So, good week of books. I am excited. Die. I might put on there. Actually, I didn't read the last issue. Can't put that on there. Sorry about that. Captain America still on top. Looking forward to the books this week. We have the show coming out. This is the book club show. Garrett, what do we call it?
Wednesday Comics Leave Extraordinary Gentle People proudly presents
Criminal Volume 1. That is Ed Rubicker, Sean Phillips, and Val Staples. Make sure you call us 605-215-1849, either with comments on Criminal Volume 1 or a suggestion for old Gary over here, and we will play that on the show there. So for Wednesday Comics, I've been Marvin.
I'm Alex.
I'm Garrett.
Hey, everyone. Keep reading those books.